Alright, now I don't know about you guys, but you know, working in fast food, I have encountered many different types of people, some better than others, some worse than others. And this can also be applied to video games. You're just gonna meet many different types of people. Some are gonna be good, some are gonna be bad. You're gonna love them and you're gonna hate them. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I am nearing my 300th hour in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. Now that I look back, it's kind of sad dedicating such a large amount of time to, you know, actually, I'm not going to say large amount because I know that some people or most people watching this are probably going to have like 2,000 hours in this game. Okay, fair enough. 300 hours. That's like pipsqueak level shit. But let's be honest, we have encountered many different types of people. And yes, this is a part 2 video because I did make another video on this subject, which you should definitely watch after this one. But I'm going to be completely honest. I've been this type of person, or most of these types of people, at least one point or another in my 300 hours of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. And chances are you have done the same as well. But anyways, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first person that I want to talk about is the inconsistent person, and I'm gonna be honest, this is me almost every single day I play Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. Some days, I go into the server and I'm just slapping ass cheeks. I'm not even kidding. You can probably see in the gameplay, it's me using the sniper, the M14 sniper, and I'm literally just pulling my... I know that some of my audience probably doesn't like the crude humor, but I pulled my dick out and I them hard. It's just that some days I can pick up any weapon and I'm just slapping cheeks, and then other days I pick up the same weapon and I can't even hit someone point blank. It's just so inconsistent, it does my head in. Like some days I can pull like 100 kill games, and then the next game, like on a completely another day, I can't even get a single hit. I can't even see the enemies and they're sniping me from 300 meters away and there's nothing I can do about it. And the thing is, I don't know if it's just me being inconsistent and bad, or if like the people on the enemy team are just like, you know what, maybe I don't feel like playing too hard today, and then there's me who's going full on try hard. But look, moving on, the next type of person I want to talk about is the one with Alzheimer's. And honestly, if you are on my Discord, you'll know that I am nearing my 20s and that my body is quite literally collapsing on itself. And I mean, the other day I hurt myself playing futsal. I haven't ran or even left my desk in over a year. And you know what happens when you get someone who's been sedimentary or sediment, I don't know the correct word, like a rock at their desk, and then have them do vigorous activity, just running up and down a freaking basketball court. It's a recipe for disaster. But when it comes to playing futsal, I hurt my back and I can't even stand up. I can't even sneeze or take a shit without feeling like I'm 95 and ready to collapse. My grandpa is 95 and he's in better health than me at the moment. That is so completely irrelevant to the video, but what I'm talking about is that sometimes when I play Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, I either one, forget that I'm squad leader. I just say, oh, I'm squad leader, I gotta put down a tunnel. Then 5 seconds later, I've just completely forgotten that. And then there are times where like I go to capture an objective and then the point gets captured, right? But for some reason, I still continue to go back to the same point that has been captured. It's like, why do I keep, like, okay, look, the best example is on Resort. Now, you know, C and D site, now I get them mixed up, but you know, one day I'm going to capture the house, right? The house, the little villa house, right? I capture it, then suddenly we don't need to capture it anymore. And for some reason, I get killed on that site. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go back there. Instead of spawning on the other side or on a squad leader and going to capture the other objective, which is much more important, I just completely forget that. And I try to go back to the same point for some reason because I've just forgotten that we've just captured it. And then I realize, oh, why am I even going to this point? We've captured it. There's no strategic advantage of me even going back here. You're better off just taking a bullet for someone trying to capture the objective that you actually need to capture. Okay, but moving on. Now we have the RPG main. And I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. I am complete dog shit when it comes to using the RPG. But thankfully, the guys over at Bernie's Resort 24/7 server are helping me make an RPG guide. And yeah, I know you're probably sitting there, well, you just said you're dog shit at using the RPG. And now you're giving people advice. Well, just hold on a minute. They are technically training me, especially or Epstein. I'm gonna have to censor his name because I can't say that without losing all my money. But you know, I'm actually applying some of the things that he's taught me because this guy has, I think, 240 hours or 6 days in-game time with the RPG. Okay, it's plain and simple. He's an RPG main and he is literally a surface-to-air missile. I'm not even kidding. Whenever he joins a server and the anti-air missiles are activated, they blush when they see him fucking shoot down helicopters with an RPG. The anti-air system that the VC get wishes they were as good as him. And you know, the thing is, this has actually sparked an interest in the RPG class. I don't even consider myself an RPG main now, because if you see me on the Rice Farming Zone servers advocating to play on like Resort, that's not because I like to play on Resort. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't want to constantly play on it. Only reason why I'm saying I want to play on Resort is because I spend, you know, I'm a little bit bougie, you know, get that YouTube ad revenue, bought an SSD, and now I can get the RPG class. And I feel like a trick-shotting Call of Duty YouTuber from 2010. I'm not gonna get the final kill cam right unless it's like some 360 no-scope trick shot. That's how I feel about using an RPG now. I don't care about anything else. I just want to shoot down the helicopters. I don't even know why we're fighting the Vietnam War anymore. I just want to shoot down helicopters. And you know, for anyone that plays with me in the future and you see me using an RPG, I am so sorry. I apologize in advance for any RPG related illnesses that I may cause you. And you know, speaking of the surface-to-air missile system, you also have the person that just sits on the Dushka the whole game. Hey, I'm not opposed to that. Like, that's probably the best reason or best scenario you can use the Dushka for. Shooting down recons, shooting down spookies, or just shooting at enemy helicopters and putting them under pressure. That is really, really good. You know, I'm never that person because I can never actually line up the shots and the traces to hit anything. Alright, now you have the spawn camper, and honestly, I probably have spawn camped a couple of times. I'm just gonna say it how it is. It wasn't intentional. Like, I'm not sitting there behind enemy lines just like rubbing my hands together like, yeah, fuck those VC, I'm gonna spawn camp the shit out of them. Yeah, I don't do that. There might be times where I've probably gotten into a position where I probably am hitting the spawn and I don't realize it. That's why I usually ask in chat, hey, like, where are you guys spawning? Just so I make sure that I'm not actually, you know, being unfair. Because, you know, it's all about sportsmanship at the end of the day. You know, you don't want to just be a dick. I mean, I can understand it's a video game, it's not a fucking professional sport, but I mean, come on, you don't want to be a complete dick. Like me, myself, I've been spawn camped and I just know the absolute frustration. And no, to anyone that thinks this, I just want to say that spawn camping a squad tunnel isn't spawn camping. In my opinion, it isn't. Like, I don't think anyone's ever been banned for doing that because you can always spawn elsewhere. You don't need to spawn at the squad tunnel. It just makes it completely useless, but you can spawn elsewhere. When you're hitting the main spawn points, yes, that is spawn camping because they can't spawn anywhere else and that's just unfair. And the last person I want to talk about is the racist. The other day, someone just named the squad, they named the squad and the N-word. Multiple G's. Somehow that made it not as bad. I think that's what they were thinking, but the admins weren't too happy. Can't blame them and told them to change it. Now you're probably wondering why I'm laughing. I don't know. It's just, it's like, why do you just name it the N-word? Like, why? You're just asking to get banned. But yeah, I'm gonna end today's video there. I hope you guys did enjoy this little rant about Rising Storm 2 Vietnam and just some of the players that myself and probably you have been at one point or another. But anyways, I'm gonna end today's video there. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.